All right. All right, everybody. Raul Luna here. Welcome to Luna Fires episode 68. From my home to wherever you are, pretty excited to be here with you today. And it's story time. I'm going to be sharing a story that just happened today. But before I get started, I want to make sure that you have a little bit of context here on the weekend on what Luna Fires is. If you're new to the channel and you don't know what Luna Fires is Master Ninja tips, epiphany moments, moments of illumination that I experience on a daily basis, that I come here to basically share them with you so that you can continue to grow, all right? So, we have Instagram, welcome Facebook. We got here YouTube, welcome to, the social media life. Hey, I want to share with you a story that literally just, happened today on one of my masterminds. We were at a mastermind early in the morning, and it was interesting because I have a very good friend and a mentee that I work with, which is Mr. Alberto Bravo from Reno, Nevada. And it was interesting because he was sharing obviously what he was doing. And I want to share obviously this story specifically because I want you to pay close attention. There's a learning and an inspiring moment that that you need to pick up on it, because I want to ask you a question. Do you really want what you want, or is it just by wanting, or is there a burning desire? Is there something that really truly burns inside of you that you truly want to make it happen? Well, you're going to find out on the story, because this is exactly what happened. But before I do, make sure that you hit like, leave me a message, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification button, and share the video with others, all right? Thank you so much for doing it too. Anyways, so, we were on the mastermind, and, it's a very close, high-level mastermind where that, only high-level players actually get to meet in this mastermind. And interesting enough, it was the turn of Mr. Alberto, who he was about to share three things: the victories, the challenges, and the, commitments. And, he was basically sharing as one of his challenges. He was saying, hey, Raul, you know what? One of the things that I got to work on is that I get distracted very, very easy. And I need to start focusing further into, finding deals. And he's got a very particular story. He started learning about real estate investing, probably, about a couple years ago. And it's interesting enough because, he would do many attempts, but nothing would happen until eventually he committed himself and sort of focused and landed into his very first deal. And his very first deal made a profit well over than what he would earn in 1 year. He made it on his very first deal. And then he landed into the second deal, and then he landed into the next deal. And today he said, and he openly shared and said, hey, Raul, you know what? I need to focus more. I need to learn to focus. That's my challenge. I easily get distracted, and, that's what's killing for me to find the next deals. And I basically did what is called anchoring. And this is something that you could use, and it could become extremely useful if you're going through the same situation. And this is exactly what I said. I said, Mr. Alberto, what I want you to do moving forward is that every time that you're distracted, every time you know that you're in that situation where, you're basically not doing what you're supposed to do, you admit to yourself that you're completely distracted. I want you to immediately come to your own senses and tell yourself that you will be basically enslaved. You will be slaved the rest of your life if you are distracted. And it may sound harsh, but you know what? It meant to be radical. It meant that message that I was telling him meant to be radical, because if you're not radical with yourself, now, guess what? You won't have permanent change in the future. And it was interesting because I said, but whenever you also are focused, whenever you find yourself ultra dedicated and you're just, laser focused on what you need to be doing, also tell yourself, I'm freedom, I'm the power, I am, I deserve anything and everything because I'm willing to pay the price, now and remain focused. And it was interesting because, I was giving him both, both ends. One, every time you are literally distracted, unfocused, you're not in the zone, tell yourself that you will be slave to the system and you will work the rest of your life, 40 hours a week until you die. But if you remain focused, stay very obsessively, laser focused on the things that you said that you want to accomplish, like you want to basically retire from the work that you're currently doing, you could also tell yourself that I'm the power, I'm the freedom, I'm the light, I am, the reality of what is it that I am focusing in. And it was interesting because it hit him. I know that it hit him because it hit me. If it hit me, it was interesting to see how, that same power actually hit him. So I'm sharing this story because oftentimes one of the things that I do and everybody learns differently, but one of the things that I put myself into is that I become very radical with myself. And what I mean by being radical, if I know that I'm supposed to be doing something and I make the decision of not doing it, then I tell myself that I'm going to pay the hardest, worst, darkest price ever in life. And I know that we don't want to be hard with us, but I'll tell you this message. You either hard up front so that you can have a simpler, better life later, or you can be easy and simple today, and life will be extremely hard later on. You decide. At the end of the day, it's your life. I'm just here to be able to be, words of inspiration and be able to share that I rather pay the price today. I rather be focused today. I rather be disciplined today. I rather be intensive today. I rather do what is necessary today because I want a better life tomorrow. Now, you're radical today, you have a better life tomorrow. And if you want to be easy and, easygoing and undisciplined today, you will have a very radical life later on. Anyways, leave me a message of what is it that you take, okay? Make sure that you leave me a message. Go ahead and share this video with others. Thank you for being here on the weekend with me, and I'll send you a virtual hug from wherever you are. And always remember that you're one freaking real estate deal away from changing your financial future. You better believe it. You know why? You don't have to wait for anyone else to believe it. If you believe it, great enough. That's where change happens. Thank you.